All right, here we are, everybody, on day 9 of the recovery from Typhoon Mawar. One of the agencies doing a lot of work to restore Guam's critical industry is the Guam Visitors Bureau. Jerry Perez is an executive over there. Jerry, good morning and half a day.
Good morning.
Hi.
So,
Yeah, obviously, a
just
lot of things are in a lot of moving parts to this. A lot of things are ongoing with your agency to get Guam and our visitor industry back on track. So, what is going on right
yeah,
now?
Jason, let me just break it down with maybe two or three major headlines. First of all, is the 5,000 some tourists that were stranded here. For the most part, most of them have departed. Thank you to some rescue flights coming in from Korea, as well as regular airlines establishing as normal service as they can. So that part is done with. We've had a lot of issues trying to help our stranded visitors here. And we've participated with the hotel in making them as comfortable and as financially able to take care of unplanned extra days that they stay here. Second thing is, as far as we know now, probably 80% of the hotels can start accepting reservations by the middle of June, based on their recovery. They either have island power and water or they're self-sustained. So all the information we've got from our marketing sources is that most of the hotels will be accepting reservations in mid-June and the rest of them by July 1st. The other good news is that a big group from Japan, about 500 of them, decided not to cancel their middle of June activity in Guam. Also in Korea, there's another group in mid-June that are planning to get here, and we managed to save those groups. So that's that's other good news.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, so I think that's the most important thing is that we're living up to the reputation that we continue to articulate. That even after a major super typhoon, within 2 to 3 weeks, we're back in business.
Mhm. Now, that being the case, Jerry, are you able to just even give like a ballpark figure, even if the visitor industry was impacted in a negative way, just for say like a half month for 2 weeks? Financially, how much of a setback does that impose? How much
You
loss?
mean financially,
Yeah, like
impact of Guam?
like how much of a
Uh,
loss is that in normal revenue?
well, that's kind of hard to determine right now, Jason. But all I can say is that the 40% of pre-COVID number that we had forecasted, or about 670,000 packs, right?
Mhm.
We need to be adjusted downward, or we have adjusted downward, and I think we issued that in a release that John has given out to, something closer to 450,000. So that's kind of a disappointment. So just do the math on what that comes. I don't have the numbers right off my top of my
Exactly,
head.
yeah, understood. And
Yeah.
how critical is it this time? Because I know you've got literal boots on the ground as well as your teams working, working the emails, working the Zooms, working the video chats to make sure that you establish the Guam product and the Hafaday spirit as still a very viable tourism destination.
Oh, yeah, we've got actually, we haven't gone dark from our source markets. In Japan, for example, the Go Go Guam campaign is still on, and that's the reason why they didn't cancel that 500 group that's coming in a couple weeks.
Mhm.
Also in Korea, the same effort is going through, and so even though we're gonna be taking a big hit, Jason, I think it's mitigated somewhat by the fact that our hotels are gonna be in business starting mid-June. And some of the bookings that are made in advance have not canceled.
Outstanding. Okay, and there is, as I understand it, Dr. Perez, there's a Korean TV crew that's coming out here to film a show, and there's also like 4 weekly routes from Japan Airlines that are going to be opening in September. Correct?
Yeah, we're kind of looking at that now, and probably give you an update a little later, because so far, they're still, as far as we know, they're still coming.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
Hopefully-
final question, Jerry. What are you working on as far as, you know, like making sure that us locals, that, you know, that really take pride in exhibiting the Hafaday spirit and extending, you know, our island hospitality? What should we know about the state of our visitor industry right now?
Well, I think everybody should know that, as in the past, we as a community are able to pull together. And besides dealing with our own personal issues on the home front, we're taking the time to extend the hospitality spirit. That hasn't changed.
There you go. All right. Dr. Jerry Perez at GVB. Thank you so much, Jerry. We wish you and your team the very best.
Thank you. Good luck to you, Jason.